I welcome you all. Today we'll be going to start biology chapter of class 10th, life process. In this chapter, we will be going to understand about the different life processes which are helpful in the maintenance of our life or in the smooth functioning of our life. So different processes which are involved in our body are, first of all, nutrition. As you all know, without food we cannot live. So nutrition is very important. Then metabolism is also called as digestion. Reproduction, transportation, respiration and excretion. So these are the different life processes which are helping in the maintenance of our life. So one by one, we will be going to understand about all these life processes. So what is life process? First question is this, that how we will define life process. So life process is a process which together perform the function of maintenance of life. And the different life processes which are helping in maintaining our life is nutrition, digestion, respiration, transportation, excretion and reproduction. So first of all, we will focus on nutrition and its different types. So nutrition is simply the process of obtaining food from the surroundings and then utilizing that food for different activities. When we eat food, only then we get energy to do work. So, process of taking food is nutrition and then utilizing that food to do work. Otherwise, our body will be very lethargic, will not feel energy to do any kind of work. So basically, nutritions are of two types. Mainly, they are categorized as the autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Auto means self and trophic means nutrition. So autotrophic nutrition is self-nutrition. That is, the organism is preparing their food by the help of inorganic materials. And this type of nutrition is followed by green plants. They are preparing their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Then hetero means dependent. So when the organisms are dependent on other organisms for their food, such type of nutrition is called as heterotrophic nutrition. So we animals and other organisms are also somehow directly or indirectly dependent on the plants for our food, right? So heterotrophic nutrition are of three types. One is parasitic. Parasitic means the organism is living inside the body of another organism, which is called as host, and deriving the nutrition from its body. At the same time, the parasite is harming the body of the host. Then saprotrophic nutrition or saprophytic nutrition. In this, the organism is feeding on dead and decaying matter, right? Then holozoic nutrition. We all, that is human beings as well as animals, and some unicellular animals also such as amoeba, they follow holozoic nutrition. In holozoic nutrition, what happens? The solid food is taken inside and then the digestive enzymes are released out out and they digest the food. All right. So these are the main types of the nutrition, the main modes of nutrition and their further classification. So let's understand what is the difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic. This I already explained you, but still let's read out that what is the difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic. As I already told you, auto means self-nutrition, hetero means dependent nutrition. So the kind of nutrition in which an organism is preparing the food from inorganic material. What are the inorganic materials? The inorganic materials over here are carbon dioxide and water. So plants are utilizing carbon dioxide and water to prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis. Photo means light over here. That means apart from carbon dioxide and water, plants are also using sunlight to synthesize or to prepare their food. And also there is fourth raw material which plants are utilized. All of you know that only green plants can make their food. So green color is due to the presence of chlorophyll. So plants are preparing their food by the help of four ingredients. You can say, as if we want to prepare any dish, we want ingredients, right? So plants also need four things or four raw materials, or you can say four ingredients to prepare their food. That is carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. Similarly, heterotrophic plants are the heterotrophic nutrition is the kind of nutrition in which organisms do not possess the ability to synthesize their own food. They depend on autotrophs or other animals for their food directly or indirectly. For example, animals, fungus and human beings also. So this equation will clear the process of autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophs are basically the organism which are having the autotrophic nutrition. So autotrophs are using the simple inorganic material and then converting it into a complex high energy molecules which are called as carbohydrate. So in autotrophic nutrition, it can be summarized, or we can say the photosynthesis process. It can be summarized in this one equation in which 6 molecules of carbon dioxide are combined with 12 molecules of water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give 1 molecule of carbohydrate. C6H12O6 is the formula for carbohydrate, and 6 molecules of oxygen are produced and 6 molecules of water are left. All of you know that photosynthesis mein we are getting food as well as we are getting the oxygen, and hence plants are playing a very important role in our life, because due to these two things we are able to survive. If we'll not get food, will not get oxygen, we will die. And that is why it is very important that we should protect our forest, we should take care of our environment and we should plant trees. Otherwise our life will be in danger. So moving on to the next part, that is, these are the raw materials of photosynthesis. In the board question is asked, what are the different raw materials for photosynthesis? What is the equation of photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis? So sometimes long question is there that define photosynthesis, what are the raw materials for photosynthesis, write down the equation of photosynthesis. So you need to be very clear and you have to give very accurate answer, to the point answer. So raw materials means we have 4 raw materials in photosynthesis: sunlight, chlorophyll, carbon dioxide and water. So how do the plant are getting these raw material? So gases, that is carbon dioxide, is coming by the help of the stomata in the plants. Stomata is present in the lower epidermis of the plant, which are the tiny pores, and they help in exchange of the gases. And water along with the minerals is transported through the xylem tissue. This you have already read in class 9th about vascular tissues. So this is how the raw materials they reach to the leaves so that plants can do photosynthesis. And sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll, which is present in the chloroplast. Okay, so chloroplast is a cell organelle which is green in color, and this green color of the chloroplast is due to the presence of chlorophyll in the leaf. So chlorophyll help in the absorption of the sunlight, and therefore site of photosynthesis, if it is asked in your exam, name the site of photosynthesis. Site of photosynthesis is leaf. Leaf is also called as kitchen, right? Because food is prepared in the leaves due to the presence of chlorophyll. So this thing you already know, whatever I have told till now, because in junior classes you have read these things. But the new concept which is added in class 10th is this, that what are the main events of photosynthesis. Before going into detail of these main events, let's understand this diagram of the leaf. This is the cross section of the leaf. From outside, leaf appears like this. But if we'll see the cross section, we'll cut the leaf and see the cross section of the leaf under microscope, we will find it like this. So this is the upper epidermis of the leaf. These are the cells which are storing the chloroplast, which has chlorophyll. The green color pigment present in chloroplast is called chlorophyll. These are air spaces, and then you can see these pores in the lower epidermis of the leaf. These pores are called as the stomata, which have guard cells. And this, through this stomata, carbon dioxide comes in the leaf and oxygen moves out of the leaf. So the events which are taking place in the process of photosynthesis, this is also a very important question, that what are the main events taking place in photosynthesis. So the main events which are taking place in photosynthesis are, number 1 is absorption of sunlight, that is absorption of light energy, and then plants are converted into the chemical energy. So absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll is the first event. In second event, there is a conversion of the light energy into the chemical energy. Chemical energy in the form of food, right? And this conversion takes place by splitting of the water molecule. It takes place by the splitting of the water molecule. Number 2 is this, and third main event is the reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. So third event is reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. With these 3 events, the process of photosynthesis completes. So let's understand the structure and function of the stomata. You see this picture, this is of stomata. Okay, these are guard cells. They are also called as kidney shaped cells. There is one stoma, which is the opening of the stomata, and this is the closed stomata. In this stomata, you can see this red colored nucleus is there, chloroplast, vacuole, this is guard cell and the cell wall. So stomata, as I already explained you, that stomata are the tiny pores which are present on the lower surface of the leaf, and they have two functions. Number one is exchange of gases. Number two is loss of the water by the process of transpiration. Next, we have to understand the different types. So, one by one, we'll be understanding the definitions of types of heterotrophic nutrition. So, holozoic nutrition, as I already explained you in the starting, that it is a type of nutrition which all of us are following. In this, we are taking the solid food inside, and then with the help of the enzymes in our body, food is broken down into the simpler substances. So such type of nutrition is called as holozoic nutrition. Example is amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism, and animals. Animals include human beings also. Saprophytic nutrition. In this nutrition, the organism is feeding on dead and decaying matter. For example, fungus. Parasite or parasitic nutrition. In this, the parasite is living inside the body of the host and derive nutrition from it. For example, Cuscuta, which is a plant parasite, and ticks, which is the animal parasite. So let's understand in detail nutrition in animals. Here we will understand about nutrition of amoeba. Amoeba is basically a unicellular organism. All the functions of the body are performed by this single cell only. So amoeba takes the food. This is the amoeba, you can see. This is the nucleus and this is the structure of irregular structure of amoeba. These elongations, they are pseudopodia. These elongations are called pseudopodia. Here you can see this elongation, these elongated parts, they are called as pseudopodia, and with the help of these pseudopodia, amoeba is able to move. So, if a food is lying outside the body, first of all, amoeba will move with the help of pseudopodia and form a food vacuole like this around the food, so that this vacuole enters into the body of the amoeba. Now here, this amoeba will release certain enzymes which are called as digestive enzymes, and this food will be digested. And the undigested food will be released out of the body of the amoeba. So this nutrition process completes in 5 steps. This is the first step, which is the process of ingestion. So this is the first step, ingestion. The food is taken inside the body, right? Then the food is digested by the amoeba, and digested food is absorbed by its body, and then after absorption, the undigested food is removed out of the body. So these are the different steps in the nutrition of amoeba, right? And this is also a very important question. Sometimes only this diagram is given and you have to label the different steps. So you need to practice this diagram, and labeling of the diagram is also, so this labeling is also very important.